The youngest of the Holmes, Enola leaves the village behind for Victorian London to find her mother, who has left clues for her. Enola is an independent, brave, and intelligent woman, despite having a famous detective brother. Enola uses her own reason and rationale and embarks on a life-changing, adventurous journey, foreshadowing her famous brother, Sherlock Holmes. By protagonist's second name, we know who she is, and we must read about her. For years, Sherlock has entertained us with his detective stories, and when we think of his sister entering the scene also, the level of excitement is unmatchable. When the trailers were out, the audience were impatient and excited to see how Enola is going to match her brother's demeanor, wit, and wisdom. And Millie Bobby Brown, as Enola Holmes, has won everybody's heart. It feels like nobody could ever have played the role better than her. She has made the role iconic with her distinctive acting skills just through the short trailer. Here, we will share with you some very amazing hidden facts about Enola Holmes and her exceptional and unmatchable detective skills. Number 1. The most important thing to recognize is the movie is based on a novel written by Nancy Springer. Springer has written 6 adult fiction series about Enola. Number 2. Another point to ponder is Enola Holmes is the feminist writing of an already famous Sherlock Holmes series. Springer wrote this novel in 2006 to give the story a feminist perspective. Number 3. Can you believe younger and smarter Enola eclipses her brother with her detective skills and in dodging him? As mentioned earlier, since the novel was written to give the story a feminist perspective, the writer opted for Enola to outsmart her brother. Number 4. Do you know the corona pandemic has affected the original plan of action of releasing the film, as it delayed so many of our plans as well? It has slowed down the world in general. The film was supposed to be released in the theater, but anticipating the current situation, the makers sold the copyrights to Netflix. Number 5. Enola Holmes is set in 19th century, when the women were struggling for their rights, both personal and political, whereas Enola has left the small village behind for London when it was impossible for women to travel alone, let alone on a detective mission. Enola is the feminist voice of the 19th century. Number 6. Although the makers have taken such a sensitive matter for portrayal, they've presented in a very light, breezy, and humorous way, which has earned much appreciation from the audience as well as from the critiques, for it is not easy to mix a sensitive feminist movement with humorous detective story. Number 7. Now, this is funny. Some people really are born with eyesight of an eagle. Nothing skips their keen eyes. As the makers released the posters for the film, a mistake in the posters were instantly spotted. As mentioned before, the story is set in Victorian England, but on the posters, some vivid viewers have spotted the building of London's Portcullis House, which was allegedly built in 2001. Number 8. This one is informative. Another confusion we would like to clear today: Enola Holmes is confused often with Eurydice Holmes, who is Sherlock's sister. But let us tell you that Enola is a different character, and she is 20 years her brother Sherlock's junior. Number 9. Don't be shocked when we tell you this. 16-year-old Millie Bobby Brown, who plays Enola, is not just an actress, but a producer too. Do not forget, she also runs her own making brand, Florence by Mills. Number 10. Another shocking fact is that Millie Bobby Brown not only produced and acted in the film, but she also did her own stunts, which is quite amazing as she is just 16 years of age. Number 11. This is a little sad, so brace yourself. Unfortunately, we will not be seeing much of Sherlock's detective skills as Enola has taken up the stage. This is mainly the story of Enola Holmes, so the camera focuses mostly on her and her plot, and she talks directly to the audience through the camera. Number 12. Did you notice while watching, Sherlock seems a little too emotional in the movie, and for that reason Arthur Conan Doyle files lawsuit against Netflix, Nancy Springer, and many others. Hope the accused get out of trouble soon. Number 13. This is very shocking because Nancy in her books have depicted Sherlock as sexist, but in the movie, it is not so. The makers might have changed it, anticipating the current scenario and the #MeToo movement. Even if the makers have made changes at some place, more of the plot is original and the changes did not affect the plot negatively. Number 14. As we have mentioned above as well, Nancy Springer has written total 6 books about Enola Holmes, but the movie is mostly based on the first one. But now, after the success of the movie, maybe the writers decide to take Enola's story forward and we might see more of Enola's exceptional detective skills. Number 15. Do you know that Billy Bobby Brown rebelled against her father to do Enola Holmes and it turned out just perfect for her? She's appreciated very generously by the audience for her flawless acting skills. Number 16. And according to reviews, Millie found the most perfect role for her in Enola Holmes, for the viewers got the chance to see Millie in a different way from Elvin in Stranger Things. Number 17. Do you know why Enola's name is Enola? It is derived from alone. As Enola tells in the trailer, the reason for such a name is that she leaves her brother behind in a quest for her mother. Number 18. You must know that it's not easy to bluff the famous detective Sherlock Holmes, but how does Enola trick him? Enola is, after all, Sherlock's sister. She cleverly changes her name as Leslie to stay covered from her equally exceptional brother and successfully fools him. Number 19. Another important fact to not miss is that the movie is appreciated highly by the audience, owes credit to the young character of Enola, because it enables the audience to enjoy the detective story from a feminine point of view. Number 20. Finally, yet importantly, a story set in the 19th century where women did not enjoy their basic rights, told from the perspective of a female character, is truly fascinating and empowering for young women. The film, with its classic theme and modern feminist adaptation, has quickly won the hearts of the viewers. Taking up a sensitive matter and presenting it in a light and humorous way is truly the genius of the makers. The audience has appreciated the film a lot from all the mirrors, action, direction, and production. When the trailer for the film was released, a wave was created. The audience could not wait for the movie to be released so they could devour their eyes. As luck would have it, the movie was received by audience very well and very positively. People have appreciated the combination of themes, women fighting for their right to vote, and Enola, through her detective skills, breaking the Victorian taboos in light and amusing way, is really admirable. We truly wish the makers would take the initiative of following up on Enola's tales, for Nancy has written 6 books.